So most of the time in my battle videos, I try and feature top tier decks, simply because that's what people are going to be expecting when they enter a tournament and what they need to be prepared for, know the ins and outs of. But every now and then, I just feel like playing something a little different. And this is a deck that I don't know where my boyfriend heard of it, but I found it on the account and thought I might give it a try. Lunatone Solrock Machamp. The deck is pretty interesting. Lunatone lets you look at the top two cards of your deck and rearrange them. So you pretty much are getting what you need, hopefully, if they're in the top two, for your next turn. Solrock does 30 more damage when Lunatone is on the bench, so already its base damage is 40 for 1 energy. You add on a strong energy, the base is now 60. You add in the Fighting Stadium, you're at 60, 70, 90, 110 with the Muscle Band, all for 1 energy. Then things get even better when you start to add Machamps in. His ability takes into effect, and Machamp is also, an attacker if you need it against, like Pyroar decks. It's definitely not a deck I would recommend ever taking to a tournament. This is pretty much just for fun league play, maybe a league challenge, though I really wouldn't expect to win anything. It's just pretty much a fun deck. The consistency is pretty hit and miss. It struggles to get the Machamps out and keep a constant flow of Solrocks. It took me quite a few matches before I finally got a battle video that I thought was worthy of being shown. So anyways, we'll kind of dive into it. He's got me under trainer lock, which really hurts me right now. However, I do have that Machoke sitting right there. So, yeah, I really don't have much of a choice other than to load up that Machoke, and hopefully at one point it'll be a Machamp. Eventually the trainer lock will end. It would have been fantastic if I had woken up. Yeah. And I probably should have used a Karina to get out another Solrock, but we'll see if that comes back to bite me. I believe Solrock's HP is 90, so most likely going to be gone by the end of this turn. He doesn't have a Muscle Band attached yet, but oh, well, he hits me for 30. I'm still poisoned, so that does another 10. And am I... Okay, yeah, that is enough to knock me out. So, yeah, my Machamp is definitely nowhere near ready, and I'm just going to sacrifice a Mr. Mime here, use Karina to search out the Machamp, and the trainer really doesn't matter, considering I can't use trainers. So I just grab a candy, since I am getting a Machamp out manually. Hopefully I don't have to rely on that rare candy later. Go ahead, and I believe I've been forgetting to use Lunatone's ability. I don't know if it's really made that much of a difference. Looks like he's having a hard time setting up too. So, really the only thing he can do is just hit me for 30, trainer lock me, and, oh, that's a good hand. So, I wish I had an energy attachment for the turn, but other than that, getting two more Solrocks onto the bench, really good. And I don't think there's really anything else I can do right now, so I just have to pass. We see an Ultra Ball, see a Garbodor coming out, and what is this last card going to be? And he asked, did he attack? Yeah, okay, so he just hit me for another 30. Sorry, I'm rendering another video while I'm doing this audio, which makes video play when I'm going back and rewatching videos a little spotty. So there might be a little bit of a delay. Yeah, I mean, there's not much I can do except just build up this Machamp. We'll attach another strong energy to it and use Lunatone, to get a supporter. and then we're just going to have to pass. So Mr. Mime is going to get sacrificed, but he bought us 3 turns of attachments and, well, 2 attachments and 1 hand refresher. And I think I thought that I had already clicked end turn, but it looks like I didn't, so I do apologize for this bit of a wait here. I should be saying it anytime now. What else to say? Looks like, I mean, we see the Garbodor on his bench. There you go. We see the Seismitoads. This may just be straight Seismitoad Mewtwo. The Reshiram, I wasn't anticipating. I would guess the Reshiram is probably for Virizion decks, since Seismitoad is weak. So this is essentially Seismitoad, Mewtwo, Reshiram. Okay. I would think you'd have a hard time powering up the Reshiram, but maybe if you think it's going to be a starter against Virizion, but you still want the Trainer Lock. I'm interested to see how this would have played out. So I lose the Mime. My only option really is just to go strong with Machamp. We will get an energy attachment in, though, to that Solrock, and then go ahead and end him. And I hit him for 160, and yeah, just so close. If only I wasn't under the Trainer Lock, I could have used that computer search to get a Muscle Band out, and would have one-shot him with that Machamp. Shows you the power of Machamp, but or if I had had one more strong energy. Yeah, I guess what I could have done is not attached, and oh, well, that sucks. So he's just gonna sit there and bide his time, because I can't play a switch, and I'm definitely not attaching 3 energy to the Lunatone. So this game is just really about stalling each other, or I shouldn't say necessarily. Well, I guess I did stall him with Mr. Mime, and now he's stalling me by bringing up that Lunatone. I'm not too terribly concerned, though. It's yeah, I mean, I'm down by prizes, but he's really not getting that great of a board setup either. We do see some DCEs on Mewtwo, and that is going to really hurt my Machamp. You can see what I mean by it's just very difficult to get a good game. As far as draws go, I've pretty much done everything right. The potential power was there, but you just see how powerful Seismitoad is. And when this deck is item locked, and you can't use switches, and you stay asleep from a laser, and you can't use Ultra Balls to get out another Solrock, and you have to fight with a Machamp, and yeah, you can see where this deck is fun to play for a few games, but it just really doesn't pull through. And I really don't want to discard all of that, the switch and the band particularly, so it looks like I'm just going to have to pass. I hate that it gives him another, energy attachment, but he still doesn't have the lockup on a tool attached to Garbodor, so not quite sure what that's about. And I do see that he has both of his Verbanks prized, which means that I can, not have to worry about saving that second fighting stadium. And we see a Skyla for the Floatstone, so here we finally have the lock. Now, I'm still really not that worried. Lunatone is just getting knocked out, and I can deal with Machamp. And I decide to go in with Machamp rather than just... Oh, I have no way to get a Lunatone out, so Solrock would not have been enough to knock it out. I need to do 20. And unfortunately, my Mewtwo, or not my Mewtwo, my Machamp did great work, but it's about to go down to this Mewtwo. At least I'm pretty sure it is. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I'm weak to it. Yeah, doing 200 to me plus a laser. Maybe he doesn't realize that he's got the weakness advantage. Otherwise, he probably would have saved that laser. We see a Sacred Ash getting a Garbodor line back, as well as Seismitoad. And we see an N. Okay, I think I can still handle that. Yeah, hits me for 200, 230 if you include the poison damage, and I am totally knocked out. And let's see, we're going to attach the band to Solrock. We're going to play that fighting stadium. So already we're doing 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I hate to throw out the Lysander, but I kind of have to. I have to get that Lunatone out in order to do a little more damage. And trying to decide here if there's anything else I want to go for. Sorry, my computer's being a little spotty right now, so I just see that I rare candied into Machamp. Doesn't really do any good since he does have the ability lock, but I can still pull that Megaphone out, so either way, it does get cards out of my hand in case he ends me. And I hit him 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Trying to figure out, he's only doing... Yep, he's got, yeah, the laser was enough to knock it out. Trying to see, if I pull a Muscle Band, I can finish him off. Ah, got the Muscle Band. So, Muscle Band to the active Solrock. We will attach to the bench Solrock, getting it powered. Oh, I decided to go to the Machamp. Definitely don't agree with that. I don't want to lose another Machamp to another Mewtwo. Takes way too long to get powered up. But we did take 2 more prizes, so I'm pretty sure I lose this game, like I lose most Solrock Lunatone games, but I got it down to a 2-1 prize card, swap. Like I said, it's still a fun deck to try out. Oh, and he takes away my Megaphones. And now if, let's see, can he take the knockout? That's 40. And I still stay asleep. What kind of luck is that? Oh, so we're going to have to play the Fighting Stadium. We'll get the Muscle Band onto that bench Solrock, because we're going to have to switch. Do I still have a switch left? Yeah, I have to Karina. Karina for, some... we'll just go ahead and get another Machamp. And there's a switch. Oh, nope, sorry, I'm checking my discard pile. There's 1 switch, 2 switch, 3 switch, 4 switch already. I'm stuck. There's nothing I can do. Oh, and I don't even take it. Yeah, there's no point. So he's stuck up there. And Reshiram does another 40. Like I said, not a competitive deck, but fun. Hope you guys enjoyed something a little bit different, and stay tuned for more.